All right, cool. So we should be up on that side. JB, what's good? Bring the kids on. I'll let them come next time, man. She just like to be on camera. She's gonna start doing some dancing and some singing for you guys. That'll be fun. All right, my man Jermaine. It's been a minute. All right. So since I'm doing this a little different, I want to actually check in on the YouTube side just to make sure that's up and popping, and then we'll go ahead and get everything started. If I can figure out how to use this. All right, perfect. All right, cool. So we all good on that? All right. Let me just make sure everybody got the notifications. Hopefully everybody got the notification. I did tell everybody we were not doing Facebook today. So if you don't pay attention, then you snooze, you lose. But I'll go ahead and just post it in the group real quick. Just so nobody say we left them out. Yeah, it's been a crazy week, man. Super crazy week. You guys been paying attention? And I've been calling it every week, man. What's up? I've been calling it. Y'all know it, man. Every week. What I tell y'all last week. I said the dip buyers was gonna come in and they were gonna get crushed. Didn't I say that? People don't believe me. Go back. Check out every game plan Sunday in the past. Too much wisdom in there, man. I'm telling you, people be selling this stuff. I'm giving it to you for free. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, so I got everything popping on the YouTube side. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, let me just see what this is down here. They got all kind of new stuff in here. All right. All right, gang. So welcome to Game Plan Sunday. Today is March 8, 2020, and we're going to take a look at what occurred over the past week, what we noticed coming down the pipeline, how can we use all this information to make some money in the markets this week. So as you guys already know, it's been a very, very interesting week. I think I would like to try to start off on a positive note since there's so much negativity in the air. We did get the job numbers back that actually did come back pretty good. But those job numbers, these are not good jobs, leisure hotel jobs, where again, the coronavirus, the situation that's happening with the coronavirus is actually going to take a lot of those jobs away. So everything that the market's putting up now is going to be depleted times more. So there's nothing for the markets to really rally on. So even though we had some positive data on that, it's not sustainable data. So therefore, you're not going to get, the positive move in the markets that we have. All right. So we had that. We also had Super Tuesdays where, Joe Biden, basically swept that, came out of nowhere. Everybody know he was just, dragging in the polls and everything. And it's out of nowhere. He came up with a victory. And so that was really interesting because, as you guys know, I've been saying Sanders is going to win it. And they look like they're trying to go ahead and steal it away from him, which is interesting because, we got election coming up. So we can't avoid the election talk and the impacts of that in the market this November. So that's a really interesting situation because Biden can't beat Trump. So I don't know who is voting for Biden, which is it's interesting that people would think that people will vote for Biden in this situation. If you were a Democrat, then you probably would have wanted to go with the wild card, which is Bernie. Bernie was the wild card. And I think that Bernie has a better chance of beating a Trump than Biden does. Because, there's nothing really. If you want more of the same, you're going to get more of the same. So there's no reason to even switch a president out if that's what you're going for. So that's the whole situation to make any sense anyway. I don't even know anybody who's actually voting for Biden. Everybody on my timeline is going for Bernie, which is interesting. So I know that they're saying that, the young people that Bernie has, mustered. And I told y'all Bernie's going to get the young people. And so he does have the young people, but they're saying that the young people are not going out to vote. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. It could be. But you guys know how this political game, it's a dirty game. Wall Street already had Biden name on the ticket. So, I mean, it's already chosen for, for this position, but he's not sharp in the head. You know what I'm saying? Bernie's old, but he's actually still sharp, so he can fight. But the establishment don't want Bernie. So, and I told you guys what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to rob Bernie again because he's way too far left for him. But the radical change that people are looking for, you actually get that in Bernie. It doesn't mean that it's right or wrong, but I'm just saying. So anyhow, I don't know why the Democrats are believing that Biden can beat Trump if he can't even get Bernie's fan base. He's going to have to swing over Bernie's fan base, and they're not on board with that. They're not feeling that, not at all. So I don't know what he's going to have to do. He's probably going to have to go even further left to try to get them on board. I know he's talking about trying to get Michelle Obama. She's symbolic, so that may work because she's symbolic, but I don't know, I don't think any of that is actually going to work, to be honest. So we take a look at like the economy. The job numbers and everything is doing really good right now. As of right now, from the last reports that we have, if you take a look at the job reports, the unemployment reports, the inflation rates, everything as far as economy looks actually really good, except for when we get into the yield curve. The yield is just like it's crazy. The PMI numbers, we got some really deteriorating, data that's in the markets right now. That's not good. But the situation with Trump is that because this coronavirus is showing up and this coronavirus is taking the wind from the markets, and we're more than likely to go into a recession from this thing. And if we do go into the recession, it doesn't mean that Trump will lose, because again, he's bragging about this whole economy situation, because when we last checked off, he was actually doing good. But he can actually blame it on the coronavirus. The coronavirus took us into a recession, right? And so again, as I price this out in my brain, he still wins even against a Biden. But Sanders is a little more dangerous because, again, you got to think, if we go into a recession, people are going to lose their jobs. This is going to be happening like really soon because of this coronavirus is shutting everything down. The layoffs are coming. I told you guys this last week. The layoffs are coming. The supply chain has been disrupted. You can't get goods in. I'll just listen to something today with the health officials were talking about. They're wanting cities to shut down. So if they issue stuff like this is really, really bad for the whole economy itself. This is not good. I'm telling you. And you guys are looking at the futures right now. The futures are bleeding red because it's not about, is it the flu or it's not that bad, this, that, and the third. It's about the panic that is creating. That panic is sending shocks through the market like we haven't seen in a very, very, very long time. The volatility is crazy. So just keep that in mind. And on my screen, you guys, we're looking at the VIX indicator right now, trading live right now, 43.55. This is crazy. Okay. So it's showing you that the fear is here. Okay. So when the fear is here, you do not mess around. It's not no dip buying. If you guys remember last week, I told you, go back and look at the Game Plan Sunday video from last week. And I told you the dip buyers were going to foolishly try to come in to try to pick the markets back up, and they were going to get crushed. And I'll show you guys what I saw, why I said what I said, and why it played out the way that I said it was going to play out. But just keep in mind on the political side, again, just to reiterate that whole situation, is that Biden cannot beat Trump. So the Democrats have thrown this election away, point blank, period. And again, if they saying that the young people did not come out and vote for Bernie, what make you think those same people are going to come out and vote for Joe Biden? Because he's got to have Bernie's fan base to come and vote for him. You see what I'm saying? So again, if the Democrats are going for Biden, they're completely lost. So you might as well forget about it. Bernie Sanders, I know he's a wild card, but that's your best chance, because when it's a recession hit, people are losing jobs. They're going to be looking at what's in it for me. If Trump doesn't have anything in it for you, but Bernie Sanders is saying, I'm going to pay for your college and pay for your health care, whether he can get it done or not, it doesn't actually matter. When you got people that's broke, they're going to vote for their best interest. Okay. So, I mean, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if Bernie want to pay off my student loan debt, he can do it. Okay. And I'm not even a Democrat. So, but that's just is what it is. So that's what I was telling everybody, what I was saying with all of that. So anyhow, that was an interesting situation. The markets did kind of come up a little bit when they saw that Biden was taking over. And it's crazy. I really don't even believe it, because it's states that he didn't even visit, states that Bernie had a stronghold in, when he went against Hillary. And these states turn over to Biden for some odd reason. I have no idea who voted for Biden. If y'all know who voted for Biden, y'all let me know, because I don't even know anybody. I got lots of Democratic friends, and none of them have voted for Bernie. So for Biden. I don't know who the hell voted for Biden, but that's interesting. Either way, it's politics. So you guys know how this stuff is. It's rigged. And it's all about the money at the end of the day. So Wall Street got Biden in their back pocket. They want him to go up against Trump so he can easily lose. And Trump going to keep this thing going because Trump is doing a favor for the corporations so they can compete against China and, globalism and all this other stuff that we got to deal with. So that's my spiel on the whole political talk stuff. Here with the markets, let's get on with it. Right now, you guys see, okay, the markets are in a very, very troubling position. This VIX right here, I'm on a weekly chart, but what I'm going to do is take you guys back to, well, actually, let's keep it on the weekly chart because I want you to just see how much fear is in the markets right now. So the last time we had this spike was here at the 2018, the end of that year. That was the last spike. But actually, let me just go into the monthly. All right, so as we pull up on the monthly chart, you guys can see this VIX here, all right? This is what we've been talking about, all right? The squeeze is firing long on the monthly chart. That's a bigger time frame. So normally when that fires off, it's going to fire for some months, okay? And that's what happened, okay? That's what's happening right now. And so I take this swing high, this high, to this low, okay? That's what I'm swinging from, that high to that low. So you guys can see that. Then we have our up ahead target at the 618 retracement on the Fibonacci. And we can see here in the past that was a testing point in the past on the VIX. That looked like that's where we're going to hit this week, okay? Or I guess I say, yeah, it should be like maybe this week because, again, this is a monthly chart. So it can come, within this month, basically. It's not at the highest, okay? This is the 2008 recession levels here, right? But this is really extremely high. So when the markets, when the VIX is this high, you don't try to come in and buy shit. This is not the dip buying session, okay? This is, stay the hell up out the way. Let the markets do what it's going to do. Like you either shorting or you stay the hell out the way. This is not the time to be playing around. You feel me? You're going to lose it all. So that's what happened with the bulls last week. They tried to come in and dip buy, got crushed. All right. So, and again, you guys can see that that's on the VIX right there. All right. Let's take a look at the ES. All right. So here go some levels that we had on the weekly on the ES. And let me show you guys what I was telling you I was showing you anyway. What I said last week. Why I said what I said. I said they were going to come in and try to buy the dip and they were going to get crushed. Because it's an easy step pattern that you're looking at. Okay. You caught that riff down. We had this come up here. The Fibonacci caught it, right? You see that Fibonacci extension? It caught it. So I knew that was going to be a key area of resistance and that it was going to get crushed. And that's where we are now. So it's bleeding through this floor right here. All right. It's already bleeding through this floor right now in real time. That's a big bear flag. That's right. This is a bear flag. And so we are at oversold territories. Okay. However, as we guys notice, the overbought and oversold territories sometimes can stay in an extended zone. It doesn't automatically reverse. And so what people are trying to do right now is trying to time it and trying to, catch the reversal. So that's what they thought it was going to do when we hit this level here. And they caught that reversal. But again, this fear, it's nothing that we have seen like this in a very, very long time. I haven't seen anything like this since I've been actually trading. So this is it's a crazy thing because you're at this level at the floors, but the floors are getting breached. So that's a dangerous thing. Do you really want to short or do you want to, buy the reversal at this zone? I'm not buying it, right? We need to wait and see this thing is going to stabilize or see how far it's going to come down. Okay. So that's what I saw when I looked at this. And then also I saw the weekly chart. So you have to also dial back in on the weekly chart. And when I saw the weekly chart on the trend itself was like, okay. So you saw the weekly chart with that steep, that steep bounce right there, that steep drop. It's like falling knife right there, basically. But then I had a sell trigger, okay, that says to sell. You guys see the last time we got that, the market sold off. And then we have another one that's here right now on the weekly chart. It's saying to sell off. And so even though it's at this 100, that's going to be the test to see if it can hold this level this week, or do we continue to bleed further down to the next zone, which is the 200 moving average. So about the 2600 level. Okay. So this is what I saw last week. And this is what we see right now coming in. This is still the question. So we still, still a lot, so much volatility. It's hard to call this. So you really don't want to be calling shots in this kind of environment, but you do want to take a look at the risk that we have. What is everything that's at risk? Okay, what are our zones? This is a zone, the 2600 zone, right? We're already bleeding through this level right here. Okay, and this is happening right now, and the markets haven't even opened up. Tomorrow this could go even further. So also, we saw that we were overbought up here, and then we're starting to come down. We got more space to come down. If we look at the stochastics on the weekly chart, we see the momentum dropping. We see the trend dropping. These are all the different things that I see. So I'm more poised to thinking of going south. Okay. All right. So with that being said, let's see what we got over here. Bear flag, lowest floor is 25.50. Justin said he got a 25.50. So yeah, you're beneath the 200. You're beneath the 200 moving average. But you already know the next stop has got to be this 2600 market light hold numbers before we can get to a 25.50. Not even playing long in this market. I've been short most of the week. I'm sure we have to break lots of resistance to get there, though. Yeah, definitely. So we're at a very, very interesting situation. Let me show you guys the Russell. All right, so even the Russell has been getting, splatted over here. And right now it's bleeding through my floors again. So I got another zone down here at 1300 on the, let me just go with my arrows here, 1300 down here. So if we continue to bleed, that's the next zone right here, 1300 on the Russell. So that makes everything very interesting right now. As you guys can see, markets, equities are doing bad. I mean, it's just the way it is. Let me actually go to, which one do I want to look at? Let me just go to my sector. All right. So with equities looking as bad as they are, you guys know that gold is rocking right now. Gold is hitting new highs right now. Let's take a look at gold. All right, so taking a look at gold right now, gold is at those overbought territories, but it's continuing to press forward. It's continuing to move north. So 1700 is the target. We already tagged that. If you guys can see, the 1700 tag has already cleared. I can get this thing to cooperate with me here. All right, so 1700 has already been tagged on goals. You got 1750 at the next level, 1770, and then you get the 1800. Those are all the targets up north. Still not seeing any signs of weakness that's going to pull it down just yet, except for the fact that maybe people will try to profit take, but I just can't see it right now. Now the interesting thing is that gold has been actually pumping hard, which is good for. And I told you guys the past game plan Sunday, if gold is going to go up, that's not going to be good for equities. That's not what I was hoping, but it is what it is. So we already knew what the particular situation is going to play out. Interesting thing is that silver has not been. See your face cam in the way. Okay. Oh yeah. Excuse me. All right. So silver has not really been participating with gold. All right. Let me see. We got somebody on YouTube. Can't see. Okay, yeah, you got to actually catch the live group. Give me 1 second. Let me actually get the send this young man an invitation to the live group so you can get the full screen and all that. But yeah, you guys see what's happening, though. Let me get that link real quick. All right. All right, that's the link right there, so you can join the chat. This is again, we're on YouTube for the first time, so thank you guys for joining us on the YouTube side. Just testing this out. We normally go on the Facebook side. I want to see what kind of reaction we're going to get. Facebook versus YouTube. What's going to be the best return for us? Are we spending our time and efforts and trying to help the people? Is Facebook listening? Is Facebook full of garbage? Are YouTubers listening or YouTube full of garbage? I don't know. We just got to test. This is all new. So anyhow, but if you click that link in there, you'll actually join the group where everybody else is at, and you get the full screen, the full experience. So definitely, if you have any questions, just leave them in the chat. We'll take care of you, my man. Silver, yeah. So silver is definitely moving, not moving with gold here. It does have a squeeze, but that squeeze is looking like it's going to fire short. So silver is not the move this week. It's just not showing us any signs of positivity, but gold is still moving. So I just want to show you guys that, and then I'm going to show you guys bonds right now. Bonds is popping crazy. Let's look at the 30-year. All right, so this is the 30-year bonds right here, and I didn't even think bonds was going to pop through these levels here. I mean, bonds is like, it's crazy how bonds is going so high. They're just buying it up because they know that the Feds are going to keep cutting rates. Now, this is not good for, you're welcome, Xavier. Welcome to the group, man. This is not good for financial companies, banks, insurance companies, none of those companies, right? When bonds are so low, and I'm going to show you guys that here in a second. But the financials getting wrecked right now because everybody know they can't make any money with the bonds being the way that they are. And then the Feds are going to cut rates again next week. Well, again, that's at least the consensus on Wall Street. We got, close to 80% probability that they're going to cut. We just had an emergency rate cut for the first time. They only do emergency rate cuts when we're in a recession. So there are, again, people thinking that we're already in a recession. We'll have to see because of the emergency rate cut that we had. That emergency rate cut was very significant. In fact, let me pull up, because we got bonds up real quick, but let me just pull up the yields. All right. So this is our handy dandy yield curve. All right. Oh, this is the yield spread right here. And you guys see the yields falling off the cliff, right? Yields is just falling off the cliff. This is the 3-month and the 10-year. Let me give you another view so you can see the curve actually. All right. So here got a curve. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a dial back here real quick. Let's go back. Let's go back a couple of days. I want you guys to see how this stuff works. We did a class on the yield curve. I taught you guys a class. Again, we got the new website, and so a lot of stuff is actually on the new website. Some of the old classes are not there because we're revamping the entire website. So make sure you guys subscribe if you already haven't. It's at wallstreetjackboys.com, but we have a so much better experience for you guys. And we'll preview that here when we finish the game plan session. So you guys can get acquainted with the new website and new platform. But I'm going to just take you back a couple of days here with the yield curve. Okay. Now, remember, we're not going to teach the whole thing here. I'm just show you guys. I just want you to see this. The Feds control the short portion of the yield curve, right? So this is the part they control. Free markets is covering everything in the backside. So this is the part that they manipulate, right? They drive that up and drive it down when they want to get the markets to spend or to save, right? Or whatever they're doing. They're manipulating it. But I want you to see this manipulation. Now, the key thing is that we pay attention to is the 3-month and the 10-year. These are the ones that I track mostly. So if you lend the government your money, in 3 months, you're going to make 1.45. If you lend them your money for 10 years, you only get 1.3. That is not right. That is a yield curve inversion. So when you see that, that means that that's normally a sign that the economy is in a very bad situation. It's turning over, and you're more than likely going to go into recession. This is the most accurate indicator there is. It's the yield curve. So many of you probably haven't seen it, but this is what it looks like. So we don't want to see the short-term rates higher than the long-term rates. Okay, so when that happens, that means that they're buying bonds. When they buy the bonds, price goes up, but the yields go down. So as they're buying it up, they're trying to secure and lock in those coupons. They're trying to lock in those yields. The yields, they continue to go down. So that's what's happening. They buy, the price goes up, and then the yields go down. So just to show you just a quick, again, that's the bonds. You see the price is up. All right. Price is up. Okay. So they're buying that up. And then the yields, they're getting pushed down. All right, so they're getting pushed down here. All right, so this is the part that the Feds go take control of it. I got this February 27th. I just want you guys to see this in motion. I'm going to fast forward it on a daily basis, and you're going to see how this starts to manipulate, how the Feds control all of this, right? So as I go, you see how it starts to steepen. It's falling, okay? That's falling. And this is Friday. Did y'all see that drop? There's a huge drop, right? Because they did an emergency cut, and it's supposed to have dropped it down, 50 point basis, and it's below that. I mean, it's at 0.79 right now, and it's interesting to see if they even lose control of this situation. I don't even it looks like they might even lose control of the yield. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But it's a lot of things that's not positive in the economy right now, and the coronavirus is looking like the thing that's popping the bubble. So again, this is where we are. I just want you guys to see where we are at this yield curve. This is important because the bonds, everybody's going to be paying attention to the bonds this week. Okay. And this is on our website too. You guys can interact with this, do your own studies and all that with the yield curve. So let me know if you have any questions about that. I'll go ahead and just close that out. All right. And here we are. Bonds continuing. So this is Friday, this candlestick right here. This is today, right now, live as we speak. It's still going up, and they're looking to get it all the way up here. So what that's is showing us, the Feds, they're going to have to cut interest rates again. And, even if they may do another emergency cut this week. It depends on how bad this thing goes. But I think that they are seeing that them cutting rates is not working. It's not going to work. And I said this last Game Plan Sunday and the week before, I was like, I don't know how cutting interest rates is going to save the economy from this coronavirus situation. It's very interesting. But what they're calling on is fiscal policy. So those that know fiscal policy, that's government. They're calling on government to do things. That's right, Xavier. They got a meeting here next week, I think on the 17th and 18th. So, but they're looking for fiscal policy. Fiscal policy is the government. Okay. They're looking for government to get this thing stimulated. And I told you guys back when Trump and Steve Mnuchin and all them was at the World Economic Forum thing that they just had in the beginning of the year. Steve Mnuchin was already revealing to us that they're going to, getting ready to launch those new bonds, and they're going to actually be doing another tax cut. It's going to be for the middle class tax cut. They'll call it tax cut 2.0. I think they're scheduled to do it around September. But with the coronavirus doing what it's doing, I'm thinking that they're probably going to move pretty quick on all this stuff. And then there also talks that they may have to pull a George Bush, where they had to put money directly in the hands of people. You guys old enough. Y'all were around when that happened, when they had to cut the checks. Everybody got like $500 a piece or $1,000 a piece or something like that. So they're talking about, Trump and them, they may have to do that to get, people spending, because what's happening right now is that with this level of fear in the markets, people, wealth is impacted first, income comes afterwards, right? So when wealth shuts down, income shuts down afterwards. So you got to pay attention to the wealth. Wealth stops spending money. They stop investing money because of fear that, they're not going to get any return. They're not going to get any yield. If you look at the bonds, yields are going to zero. So that is not good. They can't make any money. The banks can't make any money. Insurance companies can't make any money. When they make money, that's how they invest it. And so if they put their money, investing their money, they're making less than 1% right now. So they're not making any money. When you factor in inflation, they're negative. So they're upside down, which is not good. So that's why you've seen a lot of the banks getting crushed here right now, because everybody's already anticipating the price and then the rate cut coming in next week also. So that's all interesting stuff right there. Another thing here that's bad is oil. So if you guys been catching the news, man, oil is crazy. Yeah, if you guys can see oil, oil is crazy. Okay. Taking a look here, I have my levels down here at oil. You guys see that it's, behaving towards my levels. As you see, I had a short-term level and I had a bigger term level, and it's behaving towards my levels right now. The test is to see if oil is going to hold at these levels. Okay. This is this zone right here. We're testing right at this level. But if you guys can see, this was Friday, okay? There was, news, basically OPEC, they can't get Russia to, to get behind them and, curbing, supply so they can get the prices back up, right? And Russia got some beef with the U.S. It's a deep, deep story here, but it's just like they're not happy with the U.S. pushing out all this oil, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know OPEC control that oil prices. They can control supply and demand. So they can tell people, hey, stop producing the oil. We got too many barrels of oil. So they create the supply and demand. So it's all artificial, basically. And their whole goal is to return value to their shareholders at the end of the day. And so you guys see oil has been just, not been doing good, not at all. But oil is this is just terrible. This gap down was happening right now. You see that? Look at that move. I mean, that's right now. And that's just because of that news, right? So that's not good on the markets either. So I have, it's more bad news than it is good news right now. And I can't see how we are going to overcome this right now. So I'm playing it to the safe side this week. Okay. Now we may get some positive news that may get some, the market's rallying up a little bit, but I'm more on the cautionary side right now, just because nobody knows what is going to happen. We're at a time that is just not good. Okay. It's not good. Now, if you're looking for some setups, I haven't actually seen many setups, but I'll take about how much time we got. Yeah. So we're right here at time. I'll take 3 from you guys, and then, we'll go from there. I think some of the setups that I do see on the long side, if the markets rally, and this is not going to be a Monday kind of play. This will probably be like a Tuesday or Wednesday if we get a bounce back. But I do like Eli Lilly with all this selling off. As you guys see, this has been performing really good. All right. And so it is performing really good this way. I took this swing high to the swing low, and we're right above our 618. Okay. We have a projection up here at 155. That's a target right there. I had a buy trigger right here. I got the stochastics moving up. I got momentum moving up, and I got the trend moving up. So all of those in alignment, has me poised to look at the 155 target. So I do like that to the positive side. So if anything positive move, I would like to be exposed there. Just a small amount of exposure, not too heavy. And then also Walmart. So Walmart is interesting also. It's not the strongest setup, but if you consider how well it held up throughout the sell-off of the markets, the market sold off really, really bad, and it's been trading in this range here. And it could be forming a bear flag, actually. So this could be forming a bear flag. It could be, forming some kind of double, I would say double bottom, but this is too long for that. But it could be forming some kind of positive pattern here to the upside. So I do like that, to the positive side. So I'm going to keep my eyes on that to see how well it behaves. Well, that's pretty much all I, had time to take a look at. So if you guys got anything you want to take a look at real quick, we'll go ahead and look at that. If you guys on the YouTube side, make sure you hit that link so you can join the private group over here. You have priority over here. These are all the members on this side. Ron, you got any setups for me this week? I know Ron normally has some setups. Dustin, I know Dustin normally has some setups. What you guys got on your radar? Mark? Is Mark in here? Yeah, Mark is in here. Anything you guys are taking a look at? GDX has been really weak. I'll take a look at it for you anyway. Yeah, so gold is moving up, but the gold miners, they have not been participating in this rally. They've been really weak, and I'm getting some mixed signals here. Let me actually let's see. I'll take this swing here to swing low. All right, so that's to the upside target, but it's struggling. I mean, when you take a look at how strong gold is going, I'll show you the charts on gold. Gold is pumping, right? So your normal stocks like your GLD, they're moving, but GDX is not. And so for that reason, I'm not poised to move into GDX until they show us, some upside. I mean, they got some buy triggers, but the buy triggers on this one hasn't played out. I see in the past, I had some buy triggers here that didn't play out really well. Buy trigger here that didn't play out too well. This one here did play out well, but it fizzled out too quick. It wasn't even a sustained move there. So I'm not liking the miners here. They're just not doing good. It may chop sideways here, but I haven't seen any movement there. So I'll be waiting to see if any movement moves into those. So, again, go with your classic GLD if you want gold. It's been moving higher. And again, it's right here at these tops, but I'll be more poised to play this than anything else. And so you got 161 at the top. and that's more likely something that can move. So GLD has been moving. I mean, that's been working nonstop. So it's been moving with gold. So if you're looking for some gold exposure, it'll be in GLD. What else we got? No long setups for you guys. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. So, I totally understand, man. It's like we have to wait this thing out to see how it's going to play out. Really, this is not a good position. So, you got to think, your 401ks, anybody that's long investing, those things have not, I mean, they're getting wiped out. So everything for the whole year, all the money that you made for the year, everybody's bragging about, you lost all that. Okay. Like this is why it's a good reason for you to, trade the markets, understand the market so you can catch all of this. Right. So, I mean, this is 2020. You guys can see this is 2020 right here. And right here is where you lost it all. Okay. So, on the year, those gains, I mean, it was rocking real nice. And I told you guys, I can't see why we're jumping up so high. Those earnings are not all of that. Even though they're beating earnings, Wall Street has lowered the expectations. So they're beating things of lower expectations. It's lower than last year. So it's not that positive. Now you guys are in a, negative territory. We're trading right here at 200, under the 200. So that's not good. So we're hitting the bearish territory. So that means you don't understand how to trade. I mean, you're going to be losing everything. I mean, it's going to be 08 times 2 this time around. So definitely. Let me see. We got on YouTube. Aesthetic, Sam. Okay. I'll take a look at y'all stuff real quick. Yeah. So, oil basically. Yeah. I mean, there you have it. This is, HYG continue to fall. You got another buy trigger set up on it. Another sell trigger right there. You're looking at bear flags on this thing. Momentum is still down. The trend is down. Stochastics is down. This is not dip buying session right now. This is not dip buying. Even though it may bounce back, we just don't see that. This coronavirus, again, as I mentioned earlier in the session, that they're talking about shutting down cities. Okay, that is not good. Oh, somebody want the Indian stocks? I can't even get a hold of those, my man. Let me see. Indian small caps, ETF. Yeah, I'm not able to even register that one, my man. So we'll just go back to the ES. All right. Okay, I'll take one more, and this is going to be for my man Ron B. LK. Luckin Coffee. Yeah. Another interesting situation here. It does have a squeeze. So we definitely got to make a move here. We got the squeeze in here. Sideways on the trend, but the faster on the stochastics level is going down. We got a sell trigger that's down also. Looking like a bear flag, as you see. So we're going to call it to the downside. So there you have it, to some short side exposure. Shout out to Ron B for coming out with that play. All right. Cool. So right now we're at time right now. So hopefully you guys enjoy the session. And maybe we'll try to do this again on YouTube because YouTube, you guys are giving some good reaction. I'm kind of liking it a whole lot better than Facebook right now. People on Facebook just like garbage, I guess. I don't know. YouTubers are for real. So anyhow, I like that. We'll see, how this plays out. But just remember, every Sunday, man, every Sunday, 7 p.m., we're live. You got the link that's in the chat. The replay, if anybody missed this, we'll have the replay out by tomorrow. We try to get out as early as possible because I go to edit. So anyhow, that's what we have right now. So shout out to everybody for showing up for the Game Plan Sunday session. We're going to bring that session to a close. And as of right now, we're going to jump into the Wall Street Jack Boys website session so I can show you guys the new website. All right. Bingo. All right. So again, still in work in progress on the site. We actually changed it. It's more than just a website now. It's a platform. As you guys understand, when we own and control our own platforms, we're unlimited to what we can do. We can speak how we want to speak. We have all the freedom that we want to have. Even on Facebook or YouTube or any of these other channels, a lot of times they definitely will ban you, block you, and things like that. And that's just not helpful for, whatever, for your communities. For our community, it's not helpful, especially for me to be banned when I'm calling out the plays. So I need to have control over that. And so I decided to create a new platform that give us that kind of social environment, but minus the garbage. All right. Facebook is so much garbage, so much craziness on there. This is going to be all people that join. You got to be a serious person if you join Wall Street Jack Boys, right? That means that you're interested in the stock market, economics, finance, or what have you. And so it's going to be a network. And right now we're already building it. So everybody that's already in the class is already enrolled. But it's free. So even if you don't enroll into the courses, you can still have membership at Wall Street Jack Boys. So you can still engage and things like that. But if you definitely want the training, then this is what it looks like here. Okay. So in the master class, I'm going to just go into continue so you guys can see what kind of experience we're delivering here at Wall Street Jack Boys. All right. So taking a look at here, we're taking beginners to pros. I'm taking you all the way from beginner to pro. You're going to know everything that you need to know about the markets. Okay. And so when you take a look at the screen here, I can go into the focus mode. Let me just show you a couple of things here. All right. This is going to be your profile here. All right. This is going to be the nighttime mode. So at nighttime when you're studying, you can click that one on and it's going to be so beautiful. It's really going to help your learning experience. This is going to be like your maximizing mode. So when you're in focus mode, it takes away all the distractions. So that is going to take away the sidebar menu that you have over here. Sidebar menu is showing you your courses. You could just go through each one, whatever level you're in, whatever level that you're at, you just go there to whatever class you're in. And you're going to have a progress tracker, which we didn't have on a previous website. Now you have a progress tracker that lets you know each lesson, how far you have to go. This is something that I always wanted to have for you guys, and now we finally have it. So hopefully you guys really like that, okay? So when we go into it, let's see. And if you guys have any questions, make sure you drop those questions so I can answer those for you. But let's actually go into, I'm going to click this side menu here. And this side menu also will let you see your profile, your timeline. So yes, you have a timeline the same way that you have on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. You have your profile here, your notifications. So whenever somebody hits you up, somebody sends you a message, a DM or anything, you get the notifications. Your connections, yes, you can connect with people just like you connect on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, or what have you. So find, people that, that's on the site and network with each other. Like this is what it's all about. We all network, okay? And courses, as we start to, bring in more courses, you start to see more courses there. If you haven't signed up for any, you just go to the courses tab and then you could just enroll and sign up for the courses. Either way, the site is open. Okay. So it's open. It's no excuse for people to not even join. Like it's just crazy. Because it's free. All right. So that's this tab here. So I'll take away that tab and let me just go into one of the courses just so you can actually just see what it looks like basically. We'll just go into this course here. All right. So boom. This is one of the courses right here. This is what it looks like. All right. And again, we kind of went over this last week, but some people were not present. So I'm just giving you guys another walkthrough and we're making changes, but it's all about giving you guys the very best learning experience in the whole entire market. I don't know anybody else that does it the way that we're doing this here. It's something I've been trying to work on for like the past 2 years. I finally got it how I want to do it for you guys. So hopefully you like it. Give me some feedback. I'm telling you, we are the truth. Wall Street Jack Boys, we are the best experiences out there. Point blank, period. All right. So as you go to the website, check this out. I'm going to go ahead and hit you with that nighttime mode since it's 7:45 right now. All right. So when you're studying, you can throw on the night mode, hit your videos. They're there. You have your progress that lets you know how far you have to go to complete the classes. So that gives you some expectation. Okay. And as you guys give me feedback, I'll continue to make improvement because this is all brand new, not just for you guys, but for me as well. And I build the website for those that don't know. I'm not just some stock guru who has, millions of dollars that hires all these teams that do all this work and they just be on TV flashing money. I'm actually working the whole thing. Okay. I'll do the code and I do the website, do all of that. So, and the trading. So anyway, you can see that, that night vision mode, right? That's dope. That's fire. And then you click the maximize mode. That's your focus mode. So you get rid of the distractions. It's just you and your coursework. Boom. Right. Throw it in the dark mode, just like that. So that's fire. All right, cool. So that's, all part of the learning experience. Here, you can click this menu here and this is your profile. Everybody gets a profile. So if you haven't already signed up, make sure you get your profile in order. You have an account information. I'll go through some of that with you guys. I'll show you your timeline, your notifications and all that, your messages. your connections, groups. We have groups and forums that we definitely trying to get popping. So you guys definitely get those groups created, those forums created, so we can get some action over there. Photos, yeah, you can upload your photos. Email. So yeah, you have a DM. You have an email. Like everybody, when you sign up, you get this. Okay, I'm telling you, there's nothing like this on the market. We're the first to do this. So we have our blogs are still here, trading journal that's there, merch, all that other stuff, right? Game Plan Sundays, we're live too, so you guys can catch the live Game Plan Sundays. You'll see that in the menu. So we're in focus mode right now, so you can't see all the menus because we're learning. So when you're learning, you're in the focus mode, so you don't see all of that. But if you scroll down here while you're in your classes, you can scroll down to the participants, and these are people that you can connect with. These are other people that's participating in the courses, right? So you can actually network with any of them, right? And so you can just go down the timeline and connect with any body that's on the list. Basically, I mean, they have to obviously accept you, so it doesn't mean you're just going to connect with people. Like, they're going to have to accept you, so you don't have to accept anybody's connection if you don't want to. But this is not a dating site. This is just a connection site. Okay, so you're just connecting, networking with other people, sharing your experiences. Let me actually show you guys Mark real quick, because Mark, he's the OG. So this is Mark, right? And he's created him a little profile here. And Mark got to get that cover photo working here. Mark, he's a videographer and photographer, so I'm sure he's going to drop us a nice photo in there, right, Mark? Drop us a nice photo, but it tells me that I'm connected with Mark. And then we got messages that we go back and forth. So another key thing that's crucial about this, we have a new member, Megan. Megan, she's here right now. How you doing, Megan? Good to see you. But she has issues with the courses or issues with trying to understand anything. She can actually direct message me directly. Sydney's here as well, so the same thing. Because I'm here, you guys connect with me. You can actually jump right into my DM, and you get that right away. Okay. So I'll show Wesley. He's not here right now, but this is my message. So you connect. If you hit me in the message, he says, hey, I need some help with getting something set up. It comes directly to me. All right. And so if you need help, you can actually directly connect to me, or you can connect with other people. All right. So, and some of us, we just been bugging out. So anyhow, so that's what you see on that. So when you go here, this is like the profile completer here. So it's going to actually prompt you guys to drop your details. Say something about yourself, where you're from, or what have you. So when you're connecting with people, they got a little background on, who they're dealing with, right? Little photo and stuff like that. That's up to you. Okay. It's your profile. And again, so that's what we're seeing here. You can see your courses. So as we enroll more courses, you guys get those. And then you got my little profile, right? The Gangsta Wall Street. Y'all know I got that title a long time ago. Timeline. When you have your timeline, so you can post your thoughts or whatever you want, and people that you connect with, you can see the timeline. I can see Topaz, done changed her photo up 5 minutes ago, blah blah blah. You can see that I posted in the Think Script Coders with Justin. He's going to drop some code in there for you guys. Share custom scripts here. This group is only for insiders, so you got to be a paid member to even get in that group. So if you're not a paid member, you're not going to get into that one. But there's other groups that you can participate in. But that's like custom scripting and coding. Connections is telling you the people that you connect with. And again, you can just drop whatever you're feeling on your timeline. All right. Questions that you have is showing me all my connections, right? You can see all the people that you connected with. So if you guys haven't connected with me, you might want to connect with me, since I'm like the coach, but you don't have to. I'm not upset about that, but definitely you make sure you connect with me. All right. Groups, you can see what groups that you're involved in. So you can, get involved in groups. And this is open for you guys to make. We got the Think Script Coders. We got the futures trading game. We got the fundamental analysis. There could be other groups that we can create. You guys let me know what y'all want. So I'm trying to make this is a platform that you guys can shine in. It's not all about me. So this time around, you guys can create these groups. If you want to talk about cryptocurrency, you want to talk about gold, make a group, make a forum for it. Okay. So that's what that's about. And these are the forums. So you have groups and you have forums. And you guys can talk about what you want to talk about. We've been talking about the corona. We got a little coronavirus forum right here. We've been talking about this for a couple of days. Mark and Denard, and they've been helping me trying to get this thing troubleshoot. We want to make sure everything is working and functioning properly. So I need for you guys to get in there and start playing around, so we can figure out what's working, what's not working. What do you like? What do you don't like? What do we need to scale back on, or what have you? So forums, that's another thing there. Excuse me. All right. Also, let's go to the blog. So the blogs are still there. All right. So you guys remember the blogs? The blogs are still here. I stopped writing on the blogs a couple of weeks, a couple of months back because people haven't been really reading them and sharing them. The whole point of me creating the material so you guys can get some value and you share the value with other people. But hasn't really seen much movement in that. So I went over into the Instagram. I'm testing all these other things out, doing video content, blog posting. I mean, it's up to the markets. Whatever the markets want. You guys want these things, you'll be sharing them. If you like them, you'll share them, you will like them so that the algorithms can pick it up. There's a lot of garbage on the web. So to avoid that, you want the truth. Wall Street Jack Boys, we are the truth and we need to be out there. So that only happens and it starts with you guys to start, sharing it, getting it out there. And then the algorithms will start to pick it up. But it's got to have that grassroots following, that grassroots movement. So I definitely appreciate any comments, any reviews you guys have. Go to the website, go to the Facebook page, leave reviews and stuff like that. It helps out. What else? Notifications, you get those. I mean, it's pretty much it. Search, you can do searches and stuff like that. Let me show you your profile real quick, and then we'll bring this to a close. On your profile, let me just click this. Yeah, so on your profile, that's what I want to do. Oh, excuse me, not profile, but your account. So we can go to account here. You can also go to account with this little gear tab down here. Let's click that one. So you go to your account information, it will be here. Okay. You'll see your login information. You can change your password and all that stuff. That's up to you. So again, that's power back in your hand. This is stuff control that you guys never had before. Now you have it. Your activity feeds, whatever you want, you can control that. You let Wall Street Jack Boys platform, you tell it what you want and it's going to make it happen for you. Privacy, again, this is up to you. You don't want people seeing your name. You want people seeing your nickname, or you don't want people seeing your about. You can actually let the system know that you don't want that, and we make it happen for you. Group invites, same thing. Export data. This here is everything that you do on the website. If you actually want your data, all you have to do is request your data and we'll send you your data. So that's when you post pictures, any post that you post, like whatever is yours, is your data. And so all you have to do is request it and we'll send it to you. And again, there's nobody who's doing this on the level that we're doing it at. So trust me, this is a beautiful site. Still working on it right now. We're actually, again, I got new courses that we're going to be doing, and we'll finish with the courses probably within the next 2 weeks. Definitely. I've been working super, super hard on it. So I definitely would truly appreciate some feedback from you guys. Let me know how you liking the new website, how it's working, what you don't like, all those different things so we can get this to the next level. We are separating ourselves from everybody in the market. I don't care what the top guys are doing. I don't know who they are, what they're doing. I don't care. This is our thing. And because it's ours, we get to do it how we want to do it. And that's just what it's all about. So this is how I want to teach you guys. I want to give you that best experience. I want you to have the training like you went to freaking Yale or Harvard. And so that's why I created this whole thing like that. And it's got that connection so you can connect with other people. The website is wallstreetjackboys.com. I'll make sure to drop a link for you guys. .com. Also, if you're on the YouTube side, if you're interested in learning how to trade, but you're not ready right now, that's fine. The website is free. You can join. It's free. Remember that. And remember, I got a new book that I wrote a while back. We just released it this year, but you guys get that book for free. So that'll be, I dropped the links for that as well. So you guys can get the book. You want to read through the book before you get into the courses, it's free. So it can't be free. All right. Any questions for you guys? I'll take some questions from you guys real quick, and then we'll bring the session to a close because I got massive amounts of work to do. But, man, definitely appreciate you guys showing up. Aesthetic, Sam, Trevor, all you guys on the YouTube side. Xavier, you join us on this side, so appreciate that, my man. Anybody have any questions? Kareem, Mark. I know Mark, you know, he's on the lifeline over there. Jermaine, it's been a minute since you've been, Jermaine, so I don't know if you've seen the new changes. Sydney, any questions? Spears, Terrence, Terry, Xavier, any questions that you guys have for me before I bring it to the close? That's right. You got to connect with like-minded people to help you grow. That's right. So you're in an environment with all these traders are in here. So we're all traders. So if you want to trade, you need to be connected with other people that's trading. It's a lot of news that's out there, that have you not knowing what to do, which way to go. I mean, it's just people are overwhelming with all the news. So you definitely want to get into a solid group like Wall Street Jack Boys, and don't be group hopping, because all that group hopping just lead to more confusion, right? We, Topaz and all of us know, it's been so many people that for years we've been seeing the group hoppers, and we know who you group hoppers are. You group hoppers and say, oh, I signed up, but then you never go to studies, and you constantly going for different groups, trying to merge different, strategies with strategies, and you come in and asking ridiculous questions. We know you group hoppers. You're confused. Yeah. Oh, you said you want the link? I'll give you that link. It's wallstreetjackboys.com. All good. Thanks, Ron. Thanks. What's your overall recommendation for the upcoming week? Well, we actually just went over that in the game plan session, Kareem. Maybe you were a little late. The volatility is still here. It's really high right now. We did have a play was it LK? LK, I think Ron B called that out, and LK. And then we had Walmart and another play. I can't remember. But you'll see it on the replay. So, again, the replay will come out at least by tomorrow. You guys will get that on the newsletter. So if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, sign up for that so you can get all of that. Yeah, thank you. All right. So with that being said, we're going to bring the session to a close, man. I appreciate you guys. Much love, man. Y'all stay in touch and give me those recommendations and feedback on the website, because I'm working really hard to get this done in the next 2 weeks. All right. So y'all have a good night. Peace.